Reserve Bank has been given plenty to think about ahead of its next call on interest rates. Today's inflation numbers are a mixed bag. The headline rate easing, but the underlying figure is up, and that's the one that counts. It puts a fresh rate hike on the horizon, and there's also worrying news for drivers.
Promising to put the government's tax changes out to pasture, Angus's beef.
Inflation and unemployment are going up and Australians are hurting.
As inflation goes up and down in April. The headline inflation rate falling to 4.2%, mostly because of the fuel tax cut, but the underlying rate rising to 3.4%, the rate the Reserve Bank concentrates on when it considers interest rates.
We do expect that the RBA is more likely than not to get one more interest rate increase in August.
The Treasurer cautious.
Inflation came down more than expected in April, and that's a good thing, but we know that inflation's still too high in our economy.
That as business ramps up its attacks on the government's capital gains tax changes, claiming it'll put small businesses out of business. Claims the government rejects. The Chamber of Commerce now wanting the capital gains tax changes limited to real estate only and all businesses exempt.
This is all stick and no carrot, and that's the problem.
He's completely and utterly wrong, because there's $3.5 billion worth of tax cuts for business in the budget.
The Treasurer giving his strongest indication the fuel tax cut will end as planned on June 30, meaning petrol prices and headline inflation will both jump back up.
We're not anticipating extending that,
though says it is under constant review. And I can reveal the Coalition strategists are discussing a plan tonight to save face when the government presents its one big tax bill tomorrow, considering an amendment to ditch the negative gearing and capital gains tax changes as promised, but also increase the government's $250 tax offset to $1,000, the amount the Coalition says its alternative plan would deliver by indexing the tax scales, knowing that amendment wouldn't get up, and it will then have to vote against the lot, including the $250 tax cuts, which the government will rip into. But the Coalition could then accuse the government of opposing $1,000 tax cuts, reducing the whole argument to one of my tax cut is bigger than yours. Mitch.
Political editor Mark Riley, thank you.